So after that disastrous Monday Night Raw that we had, the only highlights of it being the New Day, the Wyatt family feud, the food fight with Kevin Owens acting like himself and being cool about it, uh, the Shield antics, and well, the other highlight, which I wouldn't really label as a positive, is Enzo and Cass being seen as bitches because they're going to be leached off of until they're all dried up, and then people are not going to like them because they hung out with Cena, therefore they're going to be a problem later down the road. So moving on from that, a report came out after the New Day storyline and the Wyatt family war took an interesting turn where Xavier Woods walked out on his two tag team partners and his best friends when he said that if they can't take the Wyatt seriously, then the New Day may not survive. A report came out saying that there are some WWE officials who believe the buzz surrounding the New Day isn't as good as it once was, and that they should be split up in the WWE draft later this month. I think that's a terrible idea, mostly because I started feeling the New Day started getting stale when they turned face because I knew that they would be shackled more and not be allowed to creatively express themselves as much as when they were heels. It still has that mentality, but this has been the most interesting they've been since they turned face once more during their run as the New Day. It's been the most interesting with the Wyatt family antics. So to hear that they might be split up from the draft, that's not really a good thing, though. Something tells me that's not really going to happen because they're still the tag team champions. So unless they're going to drop the belts before the draft, which doesn't seem likely, they're going to drop it after the draft. They're protected right now, so I think they're all in the clear for that. However, many disagree and point to their merchandise sales, and yeah, this is a little problem with me. Like, seriously, that I'm like, okay, I get it. They're a big draw. They're a big draw, and they make good money. But like, is merchandise really all that you see in people, Vince? Like, reckon like everyone loved Daniel Bryan because of his athleticism, his loyalty, his humble attitude, and how he was always perceived as, oh, he's not this guy, so we have to get rid of him or treat him as differently than everyone else. But people didn't buy the merchandise in droves until he started finally getting the proper responses from WWE because they tried so much to bury Daniel Bryan. And heck, you even labeled the buyer rate for SummerSlam back in 2013 as, oh, it's all Daniel Bryan's fault. It's not like John Cena's boring or anything. Like, we can't blame that. Right. Um, okay, but it also comes out in this report that with that said, the split could mean big things for Big E Langston. You know, that name he used to have until WWE thinks that we're too dumb to accept long, big names. So, eh, as he would receive a major singles push on his own. Some people within WWE that are against the idea are afraid Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods will get lost in the mid card again. Okay, that's actually good concern because Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, they've been in the main event scene at times since they started this huge run with the New Day heel, and then they turned face, and they've been tag team champions for nearly a year, for close to a year now. They just need to survive SummerSlam, and then past that, then they're close to that. They should have been over a year champion reign, but for some reason the primetime players won the titles, even though it only lasted a month, making that reign entirely pointless. So I get Big E because he has the potential to break out as a big star. Though people are gonna have a hard time, gonna take some time to buy into Big E being a serious face, and third is most likely gonna push him as that again. So after all those comedic antics he's done, so there might be some problems with that. Um, wow, some justifiable reasoning, even like Xavier Woods' personality shift because Bray Wyatt has that effect on people, and I'll get to that in the thoughts on WWE Battleground 2016 build when I talk about Xavier Woods and the whole Wyatt family dynamic. So, Kobe Kingston and Xavier Woods getting lost in the mid card shuffle, that is an actual good concern. Like Xavier Woods, like he hasn't wrestled all that much as he used to. So I would say he would be great as a manager, but he wants to wrestle, so we can't deny him of that. Though WWE will most likely try to, since they see, oh well, you're good at this, but you're not good at that. So can you be a manager for us? And I'm sure he'll try to do the best he can, like he has done the best he can. Like he's really good on the mic and good on commentary. Though considering what we have on commentary right now on Raw, yeah, that's not really saying much. That's not really saying much of a difference because anyone is great on commentary that's not Michael Cole or JBL or the currently bullied Brian Saxton. Like compared to Brian Saxton main rosterville to NXT, Brian Saxton was much better. But this is WWE main roster. That means restrictions. Do this, do that. You can't be allowed to speak for yourself. So I don't know where Kofi Kingston will go. Like some people have commented before that, oh, maybe Kofi Kingston should retire after this. Like that's kind of a good point, but because what would he do after that? Like go back to going after mid card titles again, even though he's pretty much this is the closest he'll get to the main event spot. Like he even contend for the world title in Money in the Bank, and though that's to be expected since they need a high flyer for the Spot Fest, that is the Money in the Bank ladder match. But they put him in a tournament, put him in that Fatal 4-Way tournament they did on the night after Hell in a Cell, where they had him fight Roman Reigns to qualify for this Fatal 4-Way match, which was awesome. So that was the closest he would ever get to the world title scene. Well, except for when he beats Randy Orton on Raw. And people are asking, wait, then why didn't he get a title shot? Because that's always the logic. And they don't listen to that. So, should Kofi Kingston retire after this? After the whole New Day angle's over? Maybe. Xavier Woods, he could do well as Big E's manager if they touch. He could do well as Big E's manager. Though Xavier Woods, I'll talk about him in the build-up video when we are at the final SmackDown, because I'm thinking of delaying my Battleground Thoughts video till after the first SmackDown Live episode, because I might do some late builds after that. And in fact, this changes my schedule a lot regarding the Thoughts videos regarding the build-up to these pay-per-views and build-ups. So you'll see that in the coming weeks and months, maybe. So those are my thoughts on the report of the New Day splitting up, possibly. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. Stay tuned for more.